Good evening. This is Akashvani. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Both houses of Parliament adjourned sine die. Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita and Bharatiya Sakshya bills introduced in Lok Sabha to replace 3 British-era laws. Parliament passes Central Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2023 and Integrated Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2023. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to dedicate to the nation and lay foundation stone of rail and road projects worth over 4,000 crore rupees in Madhya Pradesh tomorrow. Election Commission finalises delimitation order for Assembly and Parliamentary constituencies of Assam, retains number of Assembly seats at 126 and Lok Sabha at 14. And in hockey, Malaysia beat South Korea to enter final of Asian Champions Trophy in Chennai, India facing Japan in the other semi-final. Both houses of Parliament were adjourned sine die today. In the Lok Sabha, when the House met after the third adjournment at 1:30 p.m., Speaker Om Birla made valedictory remarks and informed about the functioning of the House during the monsoon session. He said the House functioned over 44 hours during the session. He said the House discussed the no-confidence motion for nearly 20 hours and also passed 22 bills, including the Digital Data Protection Bill.
इस सत्र के दौरान 20 सरकारी विधेयक पूर्व स्थापित किए गए तथा 22 विधेयक पारित हुए। पारित किए गए कुछ महत्वपूर्ण विधेयक हैं। बहुराज्य सहकारी सोसाइटी संशोधन विधेयक 2023, डिजिटल व्यक्ति डाटा संरक्षण विधेयक 2023, राष्ट्रीय परिचर्चा और प्रसूति विद्या आयोग विधेयक 2023, राष्ट्रीय दंत चिकित्सा आयोग विधेयक 2023, जन विश्वास उपबंधों का संशोधन विधेयक 2023, दिल्ली राष्ट्रीय राजधानी राज्य क्षेत्र शासन संशोधन विधेयक 2023, अंतर सेवा संगठन कमान नियंत्रण अनुशासन विधेयक 2023।
Earlier, the Lok Sabha witnessed 3 adjournments. Congress members created uproar over the suspension of its leader, Adjourned Chaudhary, from the House yesterday. When the House met for the day, Congress members tried to raise the issue which was disallowed by Speaker Om Birla. Mr. Chaudhary was suspended from the Lok Sabha yesterday for his unruly conduct, and the matter was referred to the Privileges Committee. When the House met after the first adjournment at 12 noon, members from opposition parties, including the Congress, DMK and TMC, trooped into the well, raising slogans over the Manipur issue. Opposition parties staged a walkout over the suspension of Mr. Adhiranjan Chaudhary. The Rajya Sabha was also adjourned sine die after witnessing repeated adjournments after uproar over the issues of law and order situation in Rajasthan and Manipur violence. The House gave farewell to 9 retiring members. When the Rajya Sabha met after the second adjournment at 2 p.m., the House suspended Aam Aadmi Party MP Raghav Chaddha for gross violation of rules and contemptuous conduct till the pending report of the Privileges Committee. The House also extended the suspension of AAP MP Sanjay Singh till the recommendations of the Privileges Committee. Later in his valedictory address, Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar expressed his concern over disruption in the House, saying the upper house lost 44 hours 58 minutes due to disruptions.
In this chair, I would not agree to that. Even one misdemeanor of a member coming to the well is painful. The member is not aware that his conduct will find disapproval by more than 1.3 billion people. How can a member come to the well, get away from his seat and still try to make a contribution? Disorder cannot be allowed to be the order of the House. A total of 44 hours and 58 minutes during the 17 sittings of the House were lost due to avoidable disruptions, adversely impinging on our overall productivity of this session. The people at large are in pain.
The Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023, the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 and the Bharatiya Sakshya Bill 2023 were introduced in the Lok Sabha today. While introducing the 3 bills, Home Minister Amit Shah said Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023 will replace the Indian Penal Code 1860 and Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 will replace the Criminal Procedure Act 1898. He said Bharatiya Sakshya Bill 2023 will replace the Indian Evidence Act 1872. The minister said these bills will transform the country's criminal justice system.
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक या डिजिटल रिकॉर्ड, ईमेल, सर्वर लॉन्ग्स, कंप्यूटर, स्मार्टफोन, लैपटॉप, एसएमएस, वेबसाइट, लोकेशनल साक्ष्य, डिवाइस पर उपलब्ध मेल और मैसेजेस, ये सभी को कानूनी वैधता देता है, जिससे अदालतों के अंदर जो कागजों के ढेर लगते हैं, अंबार लगते, वो समाप्त हो जाएंगे। एफआईआर से केस डायरी और केस डायरी से चार्जशीट और चार्जशीट से जजमेंट तक सारी प्रक्रिया को डिजिटलाइज करने का प्रावधान इस कानून के अंदर मैं लेकर आया हूं।
Mr. Shah said the legislations are aimed to provide justice to the people rather than penalizing them. He said these bills have been brought after thorough deliberations. Talking about the provisions of the bills, the Home Minister said provisions related to sedition will be repealed completely. Mr. Shah said 313 changes have been made in the laws, which are aimed to strengthen the criminal justice system. Later, the bill was sent to the Parliamentary Standing Committee for further deliberations. Parliament today passed the Central Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2023 and Integrated Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2023. The Lok Sabha passed the bills without discussion by voice vote. Later, the Rajya Sabha also returned the bills with voice vote. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman introduced these bills. The Central Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2023 seeks to amend the Central Goods and Services Tax Act 2017, while the Integrated Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2023 seeks to amend the Integrated Goods and Services Tax Act 2017. The Central Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2023 seeks to define the expressions online gaming, online money gaming, and virtual digital assets. The Integrated Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2023 seeks to amend the Integrated Goods and Services Tax Act 2017 to exclude online money gaming from the definition of online information and data access or retrieval services. The GST Council, in its 50th meeting held last month, recommended to levy 28% tax on full face value of bets in casinos, horse racing and online gaming. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Madhya Pradesh tomorrow. He will dedicate to the nation and lay the foundation stone of rail and road sector projects worth more than 4,000 crore rupees. The Prime Minister will lay the foundation stone of Sant Ravidas Memorial to be built on more than 11 acres of land at Sagar at a cost of more than 100 crore rupees. The Prime Minister will also address a public meeting. He will lay the foundation stone for 2 road projects to be developed at a cost of over 1,580 crore rupees. Mr. Modi will inaugurate the doubling of the Kota-Bina rail route, which has been developed at a cost of more than 2,475 crore rupees. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The Election Commission of India, ECI, has retained the number of Assam Legislative Assembly seats at 126 and Lok Sabha seats at 14. The ECI finalized the delimitation order after considering a total of 1,222 representations. In the Legislative Assembly, 9 seats are allocated for scheduled castes and 1 seat is allocated for SCs in the Lok Sabha. The Commission also reserved 19 Assembly constituencies and 2 Parliament constituencies for scheduled tribes. In its final order, the ECI also revised existing nomenclature of 19 Assembly seats and 1 Parliamentary constituency. In Gujarat, at least 10 people were killed and more than 10 were injured in an accident on Bavla-Bagodra highway near Ahmedabad today. The incident took place when a mini truck collided with a stationary truck on the highway. The victims included 3 children and 5 women. The victims' family, who hailed from Kapadwanj of Khera district, were returning from the pilgrimage site Chotila. The injured were admitted to nearby hospitals. Bagodra police have begun an investigation into the case. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed grief at the loss of lives due to the road mishap on the Bavla-Bagodra highway. He also announced an ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees from the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund to the next of kin of each deceased and 50,000 rupees for the injured. Mr. Modi said the local administration is providing all possible assistance to those affected. The central government has advised Indian nationals to leave Niger. Talking to media in New Delhi today, spokesperson in the Ministry of External Affairs, Arundam Bagchi, urged the Indian nationals to register themselves with the Indian Embassy in Niamey urgently.
To ensure safety in Niger, the Government of India is closely monitoring ongoing developments in Niger. In the light of the prevailing situation, Indian nationals whose presence is not essential are advised to leave the country as soon as possible. They may bear in mind that airspace is currently closed. When departing through a land border, utmost precautions may be taken to ensure safety and security.
For any assistance, Indian nationals may also contact Indian Embassy at +227 9975 9975. Union Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman today said that the common thread in India's G20 agenda is how to prepare for a better tomorrow for all. She was virtually addressing a seminar in Mumbai. The seminar was hosted by the Department of Economic Affairs and Reserve Bank of India as part of the International Financial Architecture and the Frameworks Working Group under India's G20 presidency in the run-up to the G20 Leaders Summit in September 2023. Addressing the gathering, the minister said that in the last 8 months of India's presidency, India has ensured that geopolitical differences do not supersede the core G20 mandate of international cooperation. She said that India has piloted huge amount of work in various tracks in the last 8 months. Railways Ministry will establish Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita at railway stations across the country. It aims to make available quality medicines to all at an affordable price. The ministry has identified the list of 50 stations for the pilot project. The ministry said this will enable passengers and visitors at railway stations to easily access Jan Aushadhi products. It will also create employment opportunities and generate avenues for entrepreneurs for opening Jan Aushadhi Kendras. These Kendras will be set up and operated by licensees at locations identified by railway divisions. Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Youth Affairs and Sports, Anurag Thakur, will be on a day's visit to Chennai tomorrow. The minister will take part in the International Youth Day celebrations and deliver the keynote address and also chair a panel discussion on creating pro-planet impact with the youth of South Asia. The index of industrial production grew by 3.7% in June 2023 from 5.3% in May this year. As per the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation data released today, manufacturing sector's output grew 3.1% and mining output rose by 7.6% for the reported period. Index of manufacture of pharmaceuticals, medicinal, chemical and botanical products gained the most as it climbed 16.8%. Key domestic benchmark indices closed with losses of a little more than 0.5% today amid mixed global cues. A report from the business desk.
BSE Sensex dropped 366 points, 0.56%, to settle at 65,323. Similarly, Nifty 50 at the National Stock Exchange fell by 115 points, 0.59%, to finish at 19,428. Arjun Chaudhary for Akashvani News.
Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar flagged off the Tiranga bike rally from Pragati Maidan in the national capital this morning. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Dhankar called upon everyone to keep the nation first always. In the Asian Champions Trophy, Malaysia entered the final after thrashing Korea 6-2 in the semifinals, played at the Mayor Radhakrishnan Hockey Stadium in Chennai this evening. The other semifinal match between hosts India and Japan is underway. India were leading 2-0 when reports last came in. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Both houses of Parliament adjourned sine die. Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagarik, Suraksha Sanhita and Bharatiya Sakshya bills introduced in Lok Sabha to replace 3 British-era laws. Parliament passes Central Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2023 and Integrated Goods and Services Tax Amendment Bill 2023 from Minister Narendra Modi to dedicate to the nation and lay foundation stone of rail and road projects worth over 4,000 crore rupees in Madhya Pradesh tomorrow. And in hockey, Malaysia beat South Korea to enter final of Asian Champions Trophy in Chennai. India facing Japan in the other semi-final. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.